Hello and welcome back. If you're new, hello, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. The button is down there, click the bell, get all the notifications. So today I am back with an Empties video. I'm having a bit of an office declutter and this bag is in need of decluttering. It's got a lot of skincare products and things I've been testing out and trying to use up. So I'm going to share with you what I've already repurchased and what I'm glad to see the back of. Shall we dive in? I'm just going to randomly start pulling products out. First is this Umberto Giannini Frizzi. This is a miracle worker with argan oil and it's for hair, for fluffy hair. I'm actually sad to see the back of this. I have another hair oil I'm using and it's not as nice as this one. This was great, it was quite lightweight, but I just have to calm everything down. I used to just take a few drops, like a pump and a bit, because it's got a pump head, and pop that onto the ends of my hair and just work it through, and it was nice and lightweight while still doing good things for my hair. I really like this and I would likely repurchase this. I need to pop in and get some because the one I have, like I said, is just not cutting the mustard. So if you've got fluffy hair like me, there's a reason it's up in a bun today. I let it dry naturally yesterday in a plait and now it's just a big old fluffy mess. So if you're like me and you need a good hair oil, this is worth investigating, and it doesn't, as I said, weigh down your hair because I have quite flyaway hair, and if the oil is heavy my hair just looks bleh. So this is a good one to use. I like it, would recommend it, go and check it out. Good. Okay, next, well, this is, everybody has used this, it's the micellar cleansing water from Garnier. Yep, does what it says in the tin, worked well. I actually don't use micellar waters very much anymore. I try to use oil-based products and things that don't require cotton pads, etc. So this is great. I'm not sure I'd repurchase it. As you can see, it's a travel size because I used it when I went traveling a lot, and I was away with work or away with just having a trip. So it is handy in that respect, but I'm trying to be more environmentally friendly, so I'm not sure I'll repurchase, but if I do, I might see if there's an option for, I've seen little things called scrubbies that I could use instead of cotton pads, so I might repurchase. It's a good thing, it works wonders and it's very good. I get used to take off all my makeup, eyes, face, the whole works. Sometimes with eyes it required a wee bit more effort, but it does what it says in the bottle, and I've repurchased it plenty in the past, so I may possibly repurchase in the future if I can find a good option. Now I have the Elemis Superfood Day Cream. If I'm honest, I wasn't that keen on this. This wasn't the best thing for my skin. I didn't write a review or anything else about it because it actually seemed to give me spots. I sort of did various elimination things to see what could be causing the skincare problems, and it was this. 9 times out of 10, anytime I used it, it just gave me blemishes. I'm aware that spots you get along your chin and jawline, they're more hormonal based. However, every time I use this, you can guarantee within a day or two I would be getting spots if I used it consistently. So yes, it was a nice moisturizer, it absorbed well, it didn't make my skin particularly oily or anything else, but it also gave me spots. So it's a no from me. I wouldn't repurchase, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend for anybody like myself. I've got combination skin, but it's pretty normal nowadays, if I'm honest, with just a wee bit of an oiliness down the centre. So yeah, I heard lots of people rave about it. Wasn't the product for me at all. Now, Green Angel Seaweed Daily Moisture Face Cream. I loved this. I love the container. It's a nice glass jar and a good lid on it. Although, note if you're traveling with this jar, the lid may not keep the product in there, just so you know. But I really liked it. This has jasmine neroli and vitamin E. It's very good. I really liked it. It felt like it should be really heavy on the skin, but it didn't. It absorbed really nicely and my skin just felt so nice. I would definitely repurchase this as an alternative to the oil that I use at the minute, so I would, you know, alternate a wee bit. Absolutely love this. This was a whim. I bought this up when I was going through the airport, and I am definitely going to repurchase. This was my favourite product out of the things that I picked up from them. Yeah, it's really good, and it actually helped my husband. He has eczema, psoriasis. The one, yeah, no, psoriasis. So I get them confused. And he has dry patches on his face, especially during winter, and this really helped those as well. And like very quick results with them. So Great if you've dry skin, good if you've normal skin, good if you've combination skin. This worked wonders, absolute wonders. And like I said, it was my favourite from all the products that I tried. It is slightly more on the higher end of things, but totally worth it. It lasted for ages. I bought this at Christmas, maybe. No, I bought it before then, towards the end of last year, and it lasted for ages because you only need a tiny amount. So definitely worth investigating. I had never heard of Green Angel products before. I am very glad I discovered them. Ooh, we have the Lush Sleepy Lotion. Everybody and their neighbour raves about how this helps them sleep and all these glorious things. If, like me, and you actually have serious problems sleeping and, you know, bordering on, oh, what's the word I can't think of, but it's where you don't sleep a whole lot. I struggled for a very long time with my sleeping. This did nothing to help me sleep. It smells lovely. I put it on my arms, my hands, and various places where I made sure I'd be able to inhale the smell. Yet no, people, no. It's a lovely lotion and it is really nice and it smells beautiful, and it is nice to pop on your hands at night time and everything else. But when my sleeping pattern's out of whack, this did nothing for it. It's not. I've tried, oh, I do love the smell. I've tried these various things where you put them on the pillow and these roll-ons and everything else that help you sleep. They never work for me, so maybe they just don't work for me, but this doesn't. It's a nice ritual to have as part of a, you know, when you're getting ready for bed. It's really nice to have this to pop on your hands. It can feel a wee bit greasy, and it does take a wee bit of time to sink in, but it is a nice product. It smelled beautiful. I'm not sure I'd be rushing out to repurchase it. If I happen to be in a Lush store and I'm in the mood, I'd pick it up, but I wouldn't be rushing out to purposely buy it, you know, that kind of way. So yeah, it smells nice. It smells really nice. Can you tell I've been trying to finish up all my skincare random products that I've been lying about. This is, oh, and it's come off. It's the Elizabeth Grant Vitamin C. I actually like this as a day cream. This was really nice. I mentioned it before, I believe, so it's worth checking out. I don't think they're doing it anymore. It was one of these limited runs, which is odd. It was done for the summertime last year, I believe, which was a wee bit frustrating because I didn't know that when I got the product. So I wasn't able to tell anybody about it before the run came to an end. So that was frustrating. But if you happen to see it and you want a nice lightweight moisturizer, if you've got normal, slightly oilier skin, it might suit you better because it is very lightweight. So it's worth investigating if you're looking for something new, and it smelled wonderful and it was a nice texture and everything else, and it absorbed really nicely. Didn't cause me any aggravation. I liked it, and it's a shame I can't find you one to buy, sadly. Now I have another Green Angel. This was just a seaweed and collagen face cream. This one was fine. It was really travel size, as you can see. It was okay. Not nearly as good as the other one I mentioned. It was nice, but it was a wee bit too heavy for my skin, a bit too much. So if you're drier skin, this might be the one for you. It's, as I said, the seaweed and collagen face cream. So maybe it's aimed more at slightly older skin where you want that bit of collagen plump and everything else, which I actually do need. But yeah, sadly, wasn't the product for me. Something I have already repurchased. I have talked about this skincare so very much. It's my favourite. It's the Better Skin formula, and it's particularly formulated for me. That's the brilliance of it. It's made for your skin. This is just the base. So this is the cleansing base, which has sunflower, shea, and vitamin E and wheat germ. And as you can see, it is, as I could get everything out as much as possible. And I already have another one on the go. I even used up a little travel size version that I had. I discovered, I was like, oh yes, excellent, I can use that while I'm waiting for my other one to arrive. But yes, absolutely, this is worth every penny, and I will no doubt continue to repurchase it. I use the different oils with this base. Like I said, this is just the cleansing base and you add oils to it. I will leave a link card somewhere where you can check out a review I've done of it, and maybe even the how I use it video. Love it, love it, love it so much. If I could recommend any skincare to anybody, it is this. Every single time. In fact, I have recommended quite a few people to this. It's the best thing ever. Really, really is. While I'm talking about that skincare line, this is, it's onions 50-50 serum, pomegranate and sandalwood nut oil. This is awesome. And as I said, I'm already using a replacement of this. I use this morning and night. and I'm so glad I have it back in my life. After using up some of these other products, my skin was not happy, and now I started to settle back down again, so I'm really, really pleased. I love it. I love it. It's really good. You only need like 2-3 drops. Well, I use about 3 drops. So good. So good. Cannot recommend it enough. I absolutely love it. While we're on oils, this is the Shama Aruvic. Oh, I can't even say these things. There you go. You can read it if you can, because obviously faint writing on a glass bottle. I actually did enjoy this skincare. It worked quite well. I love the scent. A really nice earthy, yummy smell of it. I would use this, I think I used this when I was away in Bali, and it was really nice, and I kind of gradually been continuing to use it up since I came back. It's a wee bit heavier than the other oil that I've shown you just there now, but it was nice. If I did a face mask, I would pop this oil on afterwards just to treat my skin afterwards, that kind of way. It was a wee bit heavier, but it worked nicely actually, and it is a good skincare product. I would recommend checking it out if you can't get your hands on Better Skin. If you can't get your hands on Better Skin, you can check this out. They're London based, I believe, but they're really nice. This smells really nice. I would actually consider repurchasing this oil because it smells so good. And my skin did like it. It wasn't just that it smelled good, my skin did actually like it as well. So you can check that out yourself. Links for everything will be down below if I can find them. I have 2 little travel sizes from Clarins. This is the Instant Eye Makeup Remover and the Pure Water Purify One-Step Cleanser. So this is like their micellar sort of solution idea. They're fine. I wouldn't rush out and buy them. Again, to be honest, I wouldn't buy the full sizes. I used to be a fan of the Instant Eye Makeup Remover, but I actually prefer the Body Shop one if I was going to be buying a product like this. As I mentioned, I use more oil-based products to remove my skin or any makeup. I actually am using up the Clarins, oh, it's like a melt cleanser, something like that. I'm using that up. Not the biggest fan of it as a cleanser, but it's good for taking off makeup and then going in with your second cleanse. This was fine as well, just worked like a micellar solution. It was grand. I don't think either of them are worth the price, and I wouldn't be rushing out to buy them. Oh, I have a lip balm that died. I've had this for the longest time, living on my office. It's down to the nub, and unless I go in my fingernail and get that out, I'm not that bothered. It was grand. It worked okay as a lip balm. It did what it said on the tube. It had SPF in it, which I quite liked, and I liked the mintiness, and it did last for ages and ages and ages, so that was always a winner. I do try and find products for my lips that do have SPF in it, so this worked. And like I said, it either lived in my office or chucked into my handbag if I was leaving the house. So yes, this was fine. I like the little tube. I like that it's quite simple and minimal fuss. I think that's the best way of thinking about it. Now we have the Neostrata Skin Active. This is intensive eye therapy. This eye cream was absolutely amazing. I don't know if you can see, there we go. Absolutely, this was so impressive. It really did smooth everything down, and just around my eye area looked fabulous. I am trying out another skincare or eye cream. Words today, honestly people, what is going on? I am trying out another eye cream, and although it's really good, this I noticed a real difference in the appearance of things. Everything just got tighter and more fabulous. But maybe I'll have that with the other one eventually, but this was pretty much within a couple of days. It was like, oh, okay, this is pretty impressive. So if you're looking for something to really help tighten and lift the area, this is really good. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend checking it out. I'm a bit sad it's all gone. It's one of those where I kept pumping to the very end to get every last little bit out, because it is like a pump head, so I can't really go and scoop it out. But yeah, it worked really well. Loved it, really, really loved it. Now I have this Tarte Drink Up H2O. This was a cream moisturizer. Wasn't that bothered by this, to be honest. It was a nice lightweight cream, and it absorbed really nicely, but it didn't really do anything. You know, like how my skin just looked normal. It didn't, I don't know, it just didn't lift or brighten or look. I don't expect everything to look wonderful, but I expect my skin to look good when I'm using these sort of products, and it just looked meh. It was okay. It worked, it did what it said it did on the tin. It was handy for traveling. If I needed a little moisturizer, I use this. But I wouldn't really rush out and buy a full size of this, if I'm honest. So yeah, it was grand, but it might work better for other people. It just wasn't all that for me. We're down to the last products and their makeup. So this is going because it's pretty old. It's the 17 18-hour stay time concealer, or stay time 18-hour concealer. I don't know. Whichever way around that's supposed to be. Doe Foot applicator. This is going because, like I said, it's really, really old. This worked well. It got a wee bit too grey for me as I'm sort of getting a wee bit more colour for summer and everything. But it is a wee bit too light for me. It's extra fair. Now I have a wee bit of colour in my face. It's too grey, and not what you need around your eyes to make it look grey. I have this Flormar. As you can see, I scraped at this to get as much out before it did eventually die. It's the Flormar Perfect Coverage Liquid Concealer. I love this, and if you can get your hands on it, pick it up. I found it in Ireland, down south, but it might also be available in Europe. I'm not sure if I can find it online. I've tried in the past and failed. But I might try again because I really like this concealer. Definitely worth investigating. I need to see how it is in regards to product, you know, ingredients lists and stuff. I need to investigate that because I need to be more aware of it, but I really liked this concealer. So if you're looking for a good under eye concealer that will help with discoloration, this is pretty goddamn good. Really recommended. Lastly, we have the Scandaleyes Reloaded. This is a Rimmel waterproof mascara. Again, I had this for when I was traveling. I dread to think, it's still liquidy, but it's definitely past its 3-month. I like this mascara. I liked it. Did what I said in the tin and held my lashes in place when it was really warm and dealt with the raininess and the sweating and everything else. It worked well. I would recommend it, you know, if you're looking for a waterproof mascara. This worked fine, worked really well for me, so worth checking out, frankly. So that is it. Those are all the empties. I can finally get rid of that stuff. I'm excited. It's been sitting on under my desk while I've been gradually adding things that I've been clearing out, so it's very satisfying to actually get rid of them now. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. Thanks a million for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please tell all your friends, and I will see you in the next video.